We're back. More Zula Ilath-Pal. Dunmer Ashlander. And hopefully we will obtain the Great Fox today. The Great Fox? No, we will obtain the Great Cowl of Nocturnal. The Great Fox is the name of whoever wears the mask.
I'm right behind you.
I don't know why they're acting so broken recently. I need to see if I can strengthen up that web spell. It would be really on point for my character. What's my alteration? 65? And I guess I need to be using it. What are those things in the distance? Aw, that was a very interesting ambience. Also turn on Radiant Dialogue. Rip Janessa. Okay, Janessa's no longer sneaking, at least. Oh, is Mantella broken? It's like Mantella's saying that, and there's only one.
That medallion to the south is a cadence marker, not a well. Please don't test that. The sword.
I was going to test it with my face, but fine, fourth beat it is. Speaking of drinking, how much water do you have after you kindly donated half of mine to that beetle farm?
Enough for 4 hours if you stop gargling to impress the locals. We'll refill at Banirai once I log the intervals on those fallen pylons. Their echo Nalata side rather not wake.
If one of them wakes anyway and asks for a supervisor, I'm directing it to you. Also, those pillars look like they're judging my life choices. Do we detour around the tower, or are we poking the ruin with a very long metaphorical stake?
Detour left, then I'll run a soft ward over the capstone to see if it remembers a door. If it hums in Dwarven, we leave. If it hums in Yokyuden, we copy it and still leave. Either way, no souvenirs larger than a coin.
Tragic. I was hoping for an enormous brass parasol. While we're rationing fun, when do you want me to conjure the walking shade again?
Not yet. Save your magicka for noon. When the sand starts to glare, give us the shade for
What
to
do you
measures,
need?
then drop it and drink.
Farewell.
Lead on. Cadence like the Honningbrew clock. Take, rest.
Understood. Shade on the... not on whim. If a scorpion negotiates for space under it, what's the college rate for sublearning?
1 thimble of water and a signed consent form. Also, your boots off the bedroll.
Fine, but if it starts reading our ledgers, I'm charging it tuition.
Speaking of ledgers, I want 3 rubbings at the Oasis pylon base, northern lintel, and the cracked beat by the reeds. You can barter the beat sketch for dates if you must.
Barter, never flip, got it. Do you want me to mark the camel prints while you hammer the capstone, or keep eyes on the ridge?
Rish, if the wine shifts call it early, and we break for the puns. I can log intervals after we refill.
Early break sounds romantic. By which I mean practical and not at all doomed.
Practical is my favorite romance.
I think I'm taking the long way. And yes, we installed a new voice for Ramaran. Yeah, let's just go over here and come on down. Berlina leads Ramaran through desert ruins south of Skyrim. No, they're not in Skyrim. We are not south of Skyrim. Too bad survival mode doesn't actually have an overheat mechanic. Like right now I'm supposed to be somewhat cold. thought they don't turn hostile.
Oh, no, you don't.
Where did you come from?
Ha!
Enjoy your last breath.
All over now.
That was your
Goodness, I
decision.
say.
They actually have ingredients, don't they, that are unique? I'll take those at least.
All three down and I still have both ankles, which frankly feels like cheating fate and the sprinting gods of Hammerfell.
Do not tempt them. Help me bag the claws and heart sheaths before the flies arrive. And no, you may not keep a skull for a hat.
There goes my phantom. Spend a eye with fashion. What are we looking for? The amulet ledger. To females, one juvenile hallmarked with the same ochre bead dye.
Correct. The dye means temple-owned stock or at least trained. Which raises the question of why they were loosed on us at the ridge instead of the pit run.
Maybe the amulet likes testing warranties. Where it get chased by your ancestors, terms and conditions apply.
The amulet is a key, not a curse. It resonated, drew them, and then quieted the moment we matched its cadence. That is not malice, that is ritual.
A ritual that bites. Speaking of, I nicked my glove on a thank. Juniper rinse now or later.
Now, rub count to 7 and ash salt. I'd need you nimble for the second key, not feverish on a camel.
You make romance sound so practical.
Cheetah of the Wall, what is your
In
wisdom?
the desert, practicality is romance. Drink, then hand me the pouch. I'll tag the sheaths and you can sketch the beat pattern.
Copying beats, counting flies, rubbing juniper on my delicate hands. Truly the stuff of ballads.
If you sing it softly while we work, I won't object. Note the notch on the second claw. Temple mark, west quarter. That will matter when we speak to Lady Celoria.
Neat.
All right, here we are in Morrisol. The Grey Cowl must be in here if the lead is correct.
Warm air, narrow throat, one way out. I do not like it, but I like prizes. Give me your order, and I will cut the first problem that moves.
Cesargo smells old oil and desert dust. This place hums like a sleeping cat. Archmage leads, Cesargo follows with light and lightning. If there is a puzzle, let Cesargo press the buttons, yes.
Agreed on order. I will setteth in Ward Vale as we go and mark our tunebacks. If the cowl is bound to a right, we read before we touch. No foes, no boasting, and no circles we do not draw.
Good rules, great cave, terrible odds.
Shadow hide you.
Damn, that echo. People following.
Ready to get moving? Alright then.
I don't know why they don't want to follow. I cannot spell.
Well, the architecture on that pyramid is amazing. But to build all this to hide the Grey Cowl, I feel suspicious.
Your suspicion keeps you alive. The text down the face reads like a warning, not a welcome. We scout the outer walks first, then test one door only. If anything sings, we back away.
Pyramids are for kings and curses, not heads. Cesargo smells cool steam and oil. This one breathes. Let Cesargo count the pals before we touch a single seal, yes?
Agreed. The script band is a dedication line, but I see brick marks. Someone revised the right after construction. That means decoys. I'll lay a tracing ward along the base to see which entrances answer the same cadence. We choose the quietest echo.
I will go into the pyramid alone. Class, you stay here and take notes on any magical elements you find. Actually, Janessa, you come with me too.
As you wish. I take your right, low and close. If you fall, I drag you out by the scruff or cut the way clear.
Cesargo will keep the cadence low and trace any hand that shifts. If those breathe, Cesargo will know which lungs they use.
I'll map wars and copy inscriptions, then anchor a recall mark at the base in case you need it, Paul. To taps on the stone. If you want the door, mute it from out here.
I will write very serious notes about definitely not a trapstair geometry, and keep a blade ready in case your pyramid decides it wants students for lunch. Stay loud enough to yell if it does.
Still here.
What can I do for you? Run. Let's
All right,
go.
then.
Sure. Come in. I don't think she's gonna follow even if she does get in here. Let's find out. Hey, she follows. I just want to check something real quick though.
Tell me about yourself, Janessa. Are you from Morrowind or a member of the Dunmer diaspora?
Diaspora. Born on the road, raised in shadows. My people scattered after Red Mountain coughed its hatred across the world. An island it though the borders are just lines thieves step over. I have kin in Blacklight, I have never met, and debts in Suran, I already paid in blood. Skyrim pays better, and Whiterun's coin is clean.
Impressive. Must have been a tough childhood compared to my Ashland village. Was your family civilized or Ashlander?
Neither, and both. My mother kept the old waist tucked beneath a trader's smile, and my father bargained with housemen while camping under broken wagons. We prayed in whispers sputtered loud, and moved before dawn. I learned spear drills from an Ashland, a cousin, and knife work from a Atrolo clerk who owed us favors.
Hey, Blullo, the disowned house. Does our quest for the Grey Cowl mean anything to you? An artifact of the Thieves' Guild.
It means opportunity. Not for guild pride. These politics form me, but for leverage. A mask that erases a name is a blade without a hilt. Useful, dangerous, and never to be trusted.
Look at all these paintings. Wonder how these people are. Most have played some role in the Oblivion Crisis.
Careful, Archmage. Painted faces carry their own traps. Praise them, and you invite their ghosts. Mock them, and you invite their friends. I take what lessons I can, and leave the rest to dust.
Why did you choose the merc life? Why not be a trader or artisan?
Because I am good at killing and tired of pretending otherwise. Traders haggle over coppers while bandits wear your ribs with a blade. I learned it early that a clean strike settles arguments faster than a ledger ever will. Mercwork keeps the lie simple, price. Target turns.
Because you are good at killing. That's good, I like that. I could introduce you to some assassin friends of mine if you want more coin. Just ignore the mad at her.
Introduce me after we finish this tomb, not before. I prefer to meet new employers without a corpse's stink on my boots. Assassins are fine if they respect clean terms. I will not join a cult, kneel to a Night Mother, or share a kill with someone who giggles at blood.
Next question, Stormcloak or Imperial?
Whichever pays and keeps a leash off my throat. Stormcloak sneer at my skin, Imperial sneer at my gods. I have blade beside both, and bury both. Give me a contract, a target, and room to breathe, and I will call that banner mine for the hour.
Well spoken. Do you have any hobbies?
A few that do not get me jailed. I sketch Dunmer joints and hinge blades, then sell the copies to tinkerers. I fletch my own arrows and tune bowstrings by ear. I cook when there is time, scrib jelly and juniper over coals, bitter and clean.
Better than my hobby of cards and dice.
Cards and dice. Then you know how to count odds and hide tells. Useful, but keep your hands off the green felt until we clear this hall. I see a long aisle high sightlines, and no cover at the far end.
You are quite observant. You suspect an ambush, yet I welcome the challenge of one.
And save it, Archmage, but do not feed it. That balcony screams archers, and the plinth's high-ankle-high tripwires. I smell old oil, so expect firebots for darts. Plan, I ghost the right flank, cut the bowman first.
There's a diamond here. Should we take it?
Leave it for a breath. Gems on a clean cloth and a tomb scream bait. See the bust and the candle set. That's a witness spread.
This is the power of the Telvanni. Bloody and law!
Hold still, Ashlander. That was a Kidlash, not a random ward. The bust is the anchor, the rug is the circuit, and the candle marks the safe line. Step back to the fringe and breathe.
I see I had to be out of sight of the bust.
Good read. Sightline trigger, not touch. A hole opened because you broke its gaze. Keep to the rug's edges and do not cross plinth to plinth without testing. I will sweep the right, count 3 breaths, then follow center, and keep your head low.
I'm supposed to believe the hero of Kvatch is buried here.
Believe what serves you, Archmage. Heroes breed shrines the way nobles breed bastards, too many to count, each claiming the true line. Read the stone, take the measure of the traps, and judge by the craft. If this is a lie, it is an expensive one.
A bow. And is that a target over there?
Looks like a proving range. Bow on display, target lit days, benches like a tribunal. Trial of aim to open the next gate. Take the bow if the room insists, but I would test with one of your own firsts.
I'm not good with a bow. No matter how much magic I cast, the men and boys wouldn't let me hunt if I could knock an arrow.
Then let me earn my keep. Hand me the bow or point me to the lever that lowers the target. I will loose from here and spare you the lecture. If the room wants you to take the shot, I will ghost behind your shoulder and call it simple.
I have to do the magic pulses towards me, but you can ghost from behind.
All right, I am at your shoulder. Knock slow. Keep your elbow down. Out hold, then loose on the count. 1. Sight the bottom edge of the S on the plaque, half a hand left of center.
Cheese for everyone!
Oh no! I know that voice! Think logically, Janessa. What is 2 + 2?
5. If you are asking Shagorath's riddle. Do not agree to anything, do not eat the cheese, and do not answer a second question. Keep moving. Left hand out, low profile. Eyes on the floating baubles. Those are baited. I will clear the right balcony. Cut any sprouting lunatics before they clap.
Oh no, it's him. They're in the distance. Act perfectly normal, no sudden movements.
Breathe, Archmage. Eyes forward, pace even. Do not answer, do not think, do not threaten. Let him hear his own voice, and starve a hook. If he speaks to me, I am deaf.
Let's save real quick, and then I'm gonna add him to the conversation. Yeah, he's unique to this mod. They didn't reuse.
Oh, a mortal. Wait, a mortal I know? My mortal. What are you doing here, mortal? When I've given you things to do. Yes, speaking to me. I'm he's me. And others as well. Or they were, weren't they? Oh, shut up. I know who you are. Among other things, I know who you were and who you will be. Why you are here? The champion is Silver. Wonderful! Time for a celebration! Cheese for everyone! What? Scratch that. Cheese for no one. That can be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese. True. You've run a maze like a good little rat. And got no cheese for you yet. Well, maybe a little. Huh? Why are you so serious?
But there's so much cheese here. Seems a waste to not let anyone of any know.
Waste is a mortal word. Princes hoard storms, then skulls for sport. Icefront Archmage. Do not take, do not taste, do not praise. We want the door, not the dairy.
Nothing is wasted if it makes a sound when you step on it. You came for a cow and found a cow's leaving shaped like a hat. Geography taste of cinnamon today.
Your games are noted.
Oh, you're disappointed? Well, I'm too. I was expecting you to be more tall. What nonsense. Everything is a nonsense. This place is a nonsense. You're a nonsense, I'm a nonsense. So what? You don't like the cheese. So what? Damn. Where's Haskell? Why did he open the door to you? Criminal scum. Me? No. Yes, I was. Time ago. 2 centuries, actually. But what are 2 centuries for you? For me? Just a bite on the cheese. No cheese, I said. It's just a time to crunch a few biscuits. For you? Enough. Ah, I was a criminal scum. Yes, I was. Among other than that, it was good. Curious. I'm talking in the past of time. It's not me. I am not me. He is not me. But I was a criminal scum. Oh, I was. Martin? Who's Martin now? And who's Corvus too? Joffrey? Draven? LaChance? Azar? A voice in me. He's not me, or it's in me. He's me. What did you say? Get out a moment. Me? Yes, you. But get out a moment. Oh, okay. Calm down. I'll get out, but just a moment, right? You said that. Well, I said that, actually. No. Damn. I'll go back to the Shivering Isles meanwhile. I'll slap Haskell in the face, because he opened the door. Remember, just a moment, no more. 2 centuries are enough. Or enough, I'll go. Oh, Haskell!
So await the champion of Cyrodiil to share, Goroth?
He wears the champion like a cloak when it suits him, and the cloak learned to talk back. Do not chase the paradox. Ask the spirit what it remembers and what it wants, then decide if that serves us.
I remember gates burning in a dragon of rock and light. I remember a city that slept when I told it to, and woke to my name. I remember walking into a throne and not walking out. What I want is simple. For you to leave this place with your mind your own.
Tons then. We seek the Cowl's trail and safe passage out.
Ah, yes, I am. I am the well-known champion of Cyrodiil. It was not so much time ago, just 2 centuries ago. Cyrodiil? No, we are not in Cyrodiil. What you see is not real, not even this place, to be honest. As you have just known, I became Shagorath when I went to the Shivering Isle. However, I was the gentleman with a cane when I returned back to Cyrodiil. But there was a matter of time. The champion of Cyrodiil was not an immortal, so I reinvented all these things. My ending days, the succession of the Grey Cowl, this mausoleum. However, this mausoleum is just a way to remind me of my beloved Cyrodiil. See there, the Imperial City, so beautiful, so gorgeous. I know the Dunmer, these disgusting elves, they looted, ransacked and destroyed everything. My heart aches to know that the Imperial City is governed by these wretched beings. Well, back to us. Come now, my friend. I will show you the access to the place where the Grey Cowl is located. Better hurry up before the Mad God comes back. What kinds of thing do you want to ask? My story? Why? I thought so, but I warn you, it will be a quite long history. All right. Sit down. Let's get comfortable. Sit down, please.
He's not gonna move, is he? Because he's in Mantella. Alright, new story time.
Fine. Time for talking is over, my dear friend. It's time to reclaim the Grey Cowl. Come.
While we are about to obtain the Grey Cowl, and to think the champion mantled a Diedrich Prince, it's beyond belief.
Believe the floor under your feet, not the myth. We walk, we watch, we take the cowl if the room lets us, and we leave with our minds unhooked. Eyes on the champion's hands, not his words.
I love how Sheo is
Keep
still
pace,
in this
Archmage. If the air
conversation.
humps stop. If the tiles sing, step back. We will not die to a story about a hat.
Like, we as the audience can hear his thoughts.
Just imagine if I could mantle Bolthea or Merfollah or Azanol. That last one sounds awful.
Imagine it in private, not allowed in a prince's echo chamber. Wearing a god is like wearing a chain, heavy cold, and it rusts your skin. Take their lessons, not their shape. Keep your name. Forward, Archmage. The spectre is waiting, and I do not trust a still hallway. If anything whispers promises, you let me cut it off mid-sentence.
Go through this portal. It will bring you to a place forgotten by all, maybe even by the gods, and it's not a bad thing, I assure you. It will bring you to an area isolated from the rest of the world, a place inaccessible from everything and everyone. There you will find the Grey Cowl.
Oh, you're not talking to me right now. He is not me. It's me now. He was.
Sai, I like the champion better.
Preference noted. The champion spoke in straight lines. This one knots them on purpose. We do not need either to cross a doorway. Pick the portal if it serves us, ignore it if it stinks of a fetch quest we did not ask for. Keep your words tight, and your name tighter.
Liked him better. Everyone likes the hats stand until the hats start shouting. Ordals are like pastries, best eaten hot and without reading the filling. Off you go, or on you stay, or sideways you wriggle. I recommend diagonally.
We go if you choose, Archmage. But I want 3 things first. Your pulse steady, a recall on your belt, and a promise you will not bargain for convenience.
Who is you? There is many you, many Shegorath, many me, indeed. Same, there was many grey fox wearing a grey cowl, or not. Anyway, you want a slice of cheese? Biscuits? Oh, the grey cowl. I can't remember when it was, but I'm sure I remember that I was angry one time. Well, many times. And yes, I remember. It was at New Show, in my palace, where I throw things along to learn, including that silly grey cowl, and, oh, Haskell, the dancer has not danced very well indeed. Oh, that was the chorus. Oh, poor Haskell. I had to retrieve him back, but I forgot to retrieve the grey cowl, too. Oh, too sad. So, here, the portal. Go through. It brings you to the grey cowl. But if you want, you can come with me to the Isles. Ah, the Isles. Good to spend for a holiday. Or an eternity. And I did. And now, you know how that song and dance goes. The mighty adventurer sails the realm again. Even if there is nothing to save. And becomes the new Mad God.
You are the last god I'd want to mantle. I think I'll save my holidays for visiting snake people on them.
Keep your holidays in your mind, Archmage. We take the door we came for, and leave the Isles to those who like dancing on knives.
Last god you'd want to mantle. Hysterical. Ring a flute. They love it. Tune that, Coils. Step through and fetch your fancy fox face. Or stay and we juggle vertebrae until someone applauds.
We step through on our terms. Recall token ready, wards tight. No bargains, no dares. If anything asks your name, you do not answer. Blade, I will cover.
Ask? Ask? I don't ask, I tell. This is my realm, remember? Well, not exactly right now, but it's my creation, my place, my rules. Look at you. No concept of what you stumbled into. No sense of place. You don't even really know where you are, do you? I suppose few really do, but that's beside the point. Oh, get out. Huh? I'm listening to a voice in me. He's not me. In the Shivering Isles, actually. The voice is saying, farewell, Dragonborn. May Nocturnal guide you.
May Nocturnal guide me. Well, she isn't the worst prince to guide me, but she isn't a good Deidre either.
Good and bad are village words. Nocturnal deals in cost and silence. If you take a path, we walk it with our eyes open and our pockets shut.
I actually want to read this summary because I ended the conversation. No! Janessa isn't here anymore. No more Janessa. Zula questions Janessa's origin and values, learning she's a Dunmer diaspora mercenary raised between Ashlander customs and Harris dealings, who prizes clear terms over guild politics. Janessa views the Great Cowl as a leverage, not loyalty. In a trap-laden tomb, Janessa guides Zula through amber signs and diamond lure. Zura is zapped, but then secures the 30-carat diamond by breaking a sightline trigger, opening the path. They face a bow trial Zula must complete, which he does, triggering Sheogorath's chaotic appearance. Janessa urges strict caution, no bargains, and keeps Zula focused. The dialogue reveals the champion is Cyrodiil is linked to Sheogorath. The champion briefly asserts himself, offering a portal to a hidden place, holding the Great Cowl. Zula and Janessa agree to pursue the Cowl, but on their own terms. Janessa prioritizes survival and autonomy over myth. Sheogorath tries to lure them to the Isles. They refuse, and with a parting nod to Nocturnal's guidance, they prepare to step through the portal for the Cowl, keeping their minds and identities guarded. No exploration. Yeah, I saw that bridge and I was like, wait, is this possible to get up over there?
Hello.
What are you doing? I wanted to talk to her.
Can I help you?
I don't want to talk to you in a hallway. We'll find out where she's going.
Hello. Together we will vanquish any foe.
All right, time to meet my.
I got the Grey Cowl!
Then put it down before it puts you down. Who do we thank and who do we pay, Archmage?
Next time you leave me outside a cursed pyramid, give the signal first. If the cowl is real, we keep it quiet, test it, and move in pairs. I do not want its curse learning our names.
Congratulations. Now boundaries. We verify provenance and mantle before anyone wears it more than 10 heartbeats. I want a witness ward, a ledger, and a recall token on your belt while we test.
Hail to the Queen of Hats. Please tell me it doesn't erase me from existence. I've only just finished perfecting my signature. Also, if the cow starts whispering for pipe, that's Shiagorath, not me. Shezarko Kudo.
Sorry, Janessa, it seems you or the champion kicked you out. I was teleported to Akavir, I think.
If the Mad One touched the board, I'll take the bruiser with a bargain. You're here and breathing. That's the count that matters.
Akavir implies a displacement echo. Hand me the cowl for 10 breaths, please. I'll thread a witness ward and check for foreign signatures before it settles on you again.
So you went sightseeing with Serpent Men and came back with a hat. I once tried that in Riffin and only returned with a hangover. Next time bring souvenirs that don't erase me from memory. Jezargo, Archmage returns, so this is acceptable. Jezargo will map the cowl's hum now. If it tries to slip you to Akavir again, we cut the tether and you stay.
I've got your back. Let me know if there's anything else. Need.
No, it's no tether. The champion just hid it there, nothing more. Though there was a lack of snake men for me to see. I'm quite sad. I like meeting Akaviri people. I hope to do so again.
Thank you. I'm anchoring a witness ward now. 10 breaths, slow and even. If the champion cached it, we should see a clean, mortal signature layered under Nocturnal's mantle and a sight echo from the handoff.
Hidden or tethered, it still gets the same treatment. No wearing it alone, no errands with strangers, and if it starts to thin our names, I cut it off your head myself.
Tragic news about the snake shortage. I packed my anti-venom and everything. On the bright side, a hat that only hides you instead of devouring you is basically a family heirloom by our standards. Jezargo, Akavir or Benarai, it matters little. Jezargo will listen for drift while Brelina reads. If the cowl hum changes when you speak your name, we stop the test and bag it.
If the champion stashed it, he expected someone like you to come.
I forgot his name.
All right, well, we obtained the cowl, but I want to do a bit more exploration. Class, feel free to study the artifact for now, but eventually we will hand it off to Orion for placement in the museum.
Exploration is fine. We keep our blades quiet, and our footprints quieter. If you see anything that wants names for O's, we walk away.
Understood. I'll finish the baseline readings, copy the mantle weave, and seal it in a lined satchel with witness wax. When we hand it to Orion, it goes with the provenance sheet and usage limits.
I'll log your heroic at heist in neat, museum-friendly script and resist the urge to title it The Invisible Headache. If we stumble on anything cussed, I vote we admire it from a safe, very uncussed distance. J-Zargo will stay near the Archmage and listen for shifts. If the Cowl's hum spikes or tries to thin a name, J-Zargo says stop and we bag it. Then we explore 2x2 on your count.
I've got your back.
Interesting. She doesn't want to equip her
If you need
stuff.
anything else, just holler.
Ready to get moving?
Can I help you? Yes? Thanks a lot. Here, a little something for your trouble.
Interesting addition to beds.
What do you need? You've done well. I'm so glad you succeeded. Here, please take this for your trouble. Until next time.
Huh? You've done well. You're a good friend. Here, take this. You'll like it.
Neat.
Yes? What do you need?
Hello?
What a waste.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I actually needed to talk to her.
The power of Magnus is at my command.
Where is she?
So much to do, so little time.
Wait. Is Savina Inya? Oh, I'm mixing up the characters. Thyloria is not.
This is the power of the Telvanni.
Hello. Goodbye.
Savina. Okay.
Hmm? Let me know if you need anything.
No, there's still one more place to hit up.
How may this one serve you?
You lost?
Make it. You're not tiresome like the rest of the people I have the displeasure of dealing with on a regular basis. Here, I'd like you to have this. But enough of this. Such things are best forgotten.
Neat. Neat. I think I went the wrong way.
The power of Magnus is at my command.
Yeah. That's funny. The back of your background can be seen. Why can it be seen? What sort of glitch caused this?
Where to next?
Just do a save here and then load it and see if that fixes the skybox. No, it did not. Needs a key. Do I have a spell called State Object? No. I do hope this skybox issue is limited to this area, not to Skyrim. Yeah, this desert adventure just does not have the same atmosphere with this bugged skybox. Isn't there something also up north that I wasn't able to figure out what to do? Was this?
This is the power of the Telvanni.
Well, now I'm just curious. Okay, so there actually is something in here. Question of how one actually gets in there. Is there anything over this way?
The power of Magnus is at my command.
Wouldn't need to use up all of these in order to do something here. Back to the Lucky Lantern?
This is the power of the Telvanni.
Hey. That's cool. Neat. Yeah, I don't think using them all does anything. All the way on the opposite side of the map. Feel like any moment we're gonna come across the gold saucer. Ancient Alikir Temple. The key's in here, isn't it?
Now you burn, Fetcher. Filthy sweat. Let the cold consume you.
Give it some try.
Filthy sweat.
But if nothing happens, then I will just look up the solution. Because as far as I've been concerned, all it gives is these 3 books. And then no indication on really where to use those spells.
You Enwa!
Alright, time to look it up. I tried looking it up and I couldn't even find anything to the puzzle.
The power of Magnus is at my command. Unlimited power. The power of Magnus is at my command. This is the power of the Telvanni. You Enwa! Unlimited power. This is the power of the Telvanni.
Filthy sweat. Such is the power of the written word.
I do not think there's a faster way to get there. Also, where are even my followers?
The power of Magnus is at my command.
There they are. Hey, look, the skybox is back to normal. Okay, what? Oh, wow. They put a nest up here. That's cool. Yeah, I think next playthrough I'll do I Need that is survival mode. Like, I really like the cold, because in early game it just makes everything better. Because it makes the north so dangerous. Just inherently dangerous. Yet the north is where all the college is, and I normally play wizard characters. But even just like the mountains and stuff. But I just haven't found a mod that can do that while having a better survival mechanic. But like at the same time, it's like, why go all the way in on it? I need, if like it just doesn't matter 100 hours in, or even 50 hours into a playthrough. I love how this stream I don't drop any frames, but when I was speedrunning FF9, I was dropping all the frames. Alright, I think this is everything.
As a child, Atero and I would pass time on the road by playing Withershins. A fine day to you, he'd say. Then I'd reply, better than the last. Can't say the others appreciated it, though. Dare I say they were rather annoyed. Especially so.
All right, I think this is the last we'll find here in this desolate stretch of Hammerfell. Time to return to Skyrim.
Yes, on your word, I'll anchor the return mark to Bannerai's portal room then home. Pack the relics tight and keep the Cowl quiet until we're inside the college wards.
I'm ready. Send out of my boots coin in my pouch, eyes on our rear. Call the Count, and I'll take the right flank to the portal.
Cesargo agrees. Skyrim calls, and the students have given what they will. Do brace at the threshold, then step on the offbeat so the gate does not nip our tails.
Back to snow and sensible beverages. I could weep. Let on vach mage name hot measure and then stew.
Skyrim, sensible beverages. What piss have you been drinking, Rumorin? Anyhow, Brelina, have you discovered anything on the Cowl?
Only the finest vintages of disappointment, with notes of camel sweat and regret. Get me back to an old meat that doesn't smell like embalming light, and I'll carve him to sensible beverages.
Yes, I've logged 3 things. First, the Cowl's mantle is singular. What we carried bears that imprint, while the copy pattern we sampled earlier is only a visual mask with no name stripping effect. Second, the Cowl's pull spikes when a thief's oath or ledger mark is nearby. Nocturnal's lattice recognizes practice, not posture. Third, it comes inside a proper witness ward and with the living names paired. No solo trials. We test again under the college's seal and then send Orion a provisional provenance.
Cesargo adds that the Cowl hum changes with the moons. Under Masaftin, it is quiet. Under Sikandafat, it nips.
Continue your studies and well done. Rumoring you and I are gonna have some sujam at some point, nor don't know how to make alcohol.
Now you're speaking my love language. Sujamid is preferably in a cup that won't dissolve on contact. We'll toast to terrible meat and better decisions.
I'll log your tasting notes under cultural alchemy, and make sure you don't sign any contracts after the second cup. When we're back, I want one quite there with the cowl under the hall's witness ward.
Khajiit will drink to research, not to dizziness. But Jizargo will raise a tiny cup if it buys him first look at the cow's moonhound.
Drink what you like. I'll keep this watch and count your cups. If you start challenging statues to duels, I take the purse and the blade. Deal.
No contracts. But Brelina, I clearly like getting married after a night's drink. Who knows if drinks are Rumoran's love language, maybe we'll wake up in a temple together.
If we wake up in a temple, I'm blaming the priest, the punch, and whatever bot convinced us the vows were on sale. That said, I do look stunning in ceremonial garb.
Then I'm doubling the rule. No contracts, no priests, and no mysterious rings produced from robe pockets after the second cup. If you try to elope, I'm freezing your boots to the floor until morning.
If thou start, I'll cut the bell rope and escort you out. Refunds not included.
Jezalgo will witness only if the ceremony includes a clause about not dying tomorrow. Otherwise, he prefers cake without promises.
Probably for the best. My first husband had an accident while cooking.
That explains your insistence on takeout. For the record, if I ever go by stew, I want the tombstone to read seasoned to death.
I'm sorry. Accidents in kitchens tend to start with pride and end with fire. We'll keep the knife sheathed tonight and the drinks measured.
Then I cook or no one does. Steel and flame only where I can see them. If anyone reaches for narrow bane instead of a ladle, I cut their hand.
Jezalgo suggests bread, olives, and a swift return to Skyrim. Less cooking, fewer ghosts of dinners past.
Alright, neat little roleplay to end it off. That will be it for this stream. And next time we'll be back in Skyrim.
Where to next?